Okay, so today here we all have collected with a common thing in mind that we need to understand how do we prepare a presentation, right? Because कई लोगों को एग्जाम शुरू हो चुके हैं, many of them have given also and we have faced a lot of difficulties during the vivas. Even अगर आपकी thesis is perfectly fine, still it becomes very important to speak out and to present what we are doing and what we are not doing. अगर आप अपने बारे में, is my voice clear or not clear? Is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Zoya, then you need to check your internet connection.
No, ma'am, actually there is a lot of disturbance from others.
Okay, किस क्या कहाँ? Okay, everybody put on mute. Everybody put on mute. Okay, only when I open the forum for question and answers, then will everybody speak, right? Okay, yeah. So now there is no disturbance. Is it fine, Zoya?
Yes, ma'am, it's absolutely fine now.
Okay, so now we need to understand that how do we prepare the presentation, because जिसका thesis अगर नहीं भी हुआ है तो उनको भी आगे ये काम में आने वाला है कि हमें presentation में क्या क्या दिखाना है. So as I said that even if your thesis is fine, but if you can't present, if you can't talk, then your thesis goes for a toss. Say for example, you come from a very well-to-do family and you go out wearing a torn cloth. So what will it look like? It will look like as if we are bhikaris, that we have come out with a torn cloth. So if the presentation is only not proper, what will happen? People will have wrong idea about us, right? So presentation is extremely important. Definitely the first page of the slide should be nothing else but what I have sent to all of you, that जो हमें डिटेल्स इग्नो से भेजे गए हैं, ठीक है, हमें वो डिटेल्स उसमें जो है वो डालने हैं. What details have we been sent? Just one sec, I'll just admit. Okay, so what details have we been sent? Like IGNOU name, हमारे थीसिस का नाम, IGNOU का नाम, गाइड का नाम, आपका एनरोलमेंट नंबर, ऑल दीज थिंग्स जो है हमें अपने इसके फर्स्ट स्लाइड में, प्रेजेंटेशन के फर्स्ट स्लाइड में डालना है. देन व्हाट नेक्स्ट? Because you will be given only 10 to 15 minutes of presentation, उससे ज़्यादा आपको नहीं मिलेगा. जनरली पीपल थिंक कि 40 मिनट्स का टाइम गैप दिया गया है, बट वो 40 मिनट्स जो आपको दिखता है कि दो स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में देर इज गैप, इट इज़ ऑल्सो फॉर 10 मिनट्स रेस्ट और 15 मिनट्स रेस्ट टू द एग्जामिनर. Okay, so don't think that all that 40 minutes is specially for you. No, that is some part of it is even for the examiner. Probably external को जाना हो, या गाइड को आराम चाहिए हो, या जो सुपरवाइजिंग कर रही है उनको आराम चाहिए हो. It could be anybody for that matter. ठीक है, so you have got only 15 to 20 minutes to present. So what are the main things that we need in our presentation which catches the eye? So first हमें definitely हमें ये तो बोलना ही है कि हमारा thesis किस बारे में है. Okay, secondly what it should be there is, what eye catching should be there is कि why did you select, because हर एक को मोटिवेशन होता है कि हम ये टॉपिक सिलेक्ट करें. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन ऑल ऑफ यू हैव कम टू मी, ठीक है, फर्स्ट व्हाट आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट यू नीड टू सिलेक्ट द एज ग्रुप, बिकॉज एनी थीसिस, एनी टॉपिक दैट कम्स टू यू, the age group matters, the aim or the objective of that thesis will completely differ. Is everybody able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Nidhi, then you need to check your the internet connection because everybody is able to hear. So Nidhi, please check your internet connection. And okay, so where I was, that first and foremost हमें whenever you have come to me, I've always told you, first check your age group which you are comfortable with, from whom you can get the data. So first you guys go and research what is the age group that you get. Okay, then we come to the topic कि इस topic का हमें aim कैसे बनाना है. So then when we are making the aim, when I give you a choice of 4 or 5 topics if you don't have a topic, so you select. So what has motivated you to take that topic? So the highlighting part should be that what has motivated you to take that topic. So even if you were not motivated to take the topic, even if you selected a topic, You find a motivation behind it. For example, let's see. वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल इज, अगर कोई विटामिन डी और कैल्शियम का टॉपिक ले रहा है, सो वाई यू कैन क्रिएट अ स्टोरी आउट ऑफ इट. यू कैन से माई फ्रेंड्स मदर, यू नो माई फ्रेंड्स ग्रैंड मदर, शी वॉज अबाउट 60-65 years old, and she was perfectly all right, but one day she happened to fell down in the bathroom, and her hip bone broke, and she just went into coma, and after a month of hospitalization she passed away. So here one motivation comes to me is that because of this reason, this had an impact on my mind. Okay, one of my student has done a thesis on curd preparation from chili stock. Okay, from almond milk, soya milk, other peanut milk and all that stuff. So now probably she has done this research because of somebody has told her you do it. That is the reason she has done it. But what the examiner wants to know is that what has motivated you. So what I told her is that probably you can what you can do is you can create a story that you are very much animal friendly and you feel really bad about the cattle, especially the cows and the buffaloes, being treated or being given over hormones and being treated very badly, what we see in the news. So I want to work on vegan curd, and I want to show it to the world that vegan curd is equally economic friendly as well, and in fact better than animal curd, where an animal is protected. So now for example, if you are doing something on iron, I'm just giving you 2-3 examples so that you know how you can create a story. Okay, and if supposing you don't remember at that time, if you feel that you're getting nervous during the presentation, what you can do is, you on the slide where you're putting your aim, objective, everything, you can just put a question for yourself, what motivated me. So you will remember what you need to speak. So when you are talking about the aim of your project, you can say, okay ma'am, what I want to share with you what motivated me to do this project. This motivated me to do the project. So they they understand that you are doing this project with great interest. Is this part understood? You can put an answer on chat. Is this motivational part what motivated you to do your job, what motivated you to do your thesis? Okay, so this is a very very important part, that we have to be motivated about our topic. Now objective, we know हमारा aim हो गया, objective हो गया, then what? After this what? Okay, then they generally then comes, one second, I'll just close the window. Okay, then the most important thing is the methodology. Okay, methodology is extremely important. Now when I put on the group that you have to choose the methodologies out of it, what some students have done, they have put all the methodologies in their thesis and presented that this all these methodologies apply. No, all methodologies cannot apply to your thesis. Okay, so first thing, what we need to understand, whether your methodology is quantifiable or it is qualitative. For example, when we are taking a number of people, a group of people, so will it be qualitative or will it be quantitative? Can we count people? Can we count people? Yes. So that will be quantitative. Okay, that will not be qualitative. In case of say the chili stock experiment, that will be qualitative, because there she will be presenting how it will get converted. There will be different qualities that she will be presenting, that this bacteria will act, that will act, and how it is going to act. So there it cannot be quantitative. But where we are seeing, we can count people on our fingertips, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will be quantitative. So first and foremost, whoever have taken human beings, for that matter, be it male, female, children or whoever, basically human beings, that is a quantitative methodology. Okay, now उसके अंदर में क्या क्या आता है? उसके अंदर में then what is our approach towards the thesis? There are two kinds of approach, whether we go from general to specific or specific to general. So what are we doing? Can somebody say, are we going from general to specific or we are going from specific to general? What are we doing?
Specific to general.
No, we are going from general to specific. Why? Because हम पहले रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर में से थियोरी निकालते हैं कि वाई दिस थिंग इज हैपेंड, दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है इस फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपका जो थीसिस का टॉपिक है सपोजिंग आयन पे है या किसी चीज़ पे भी है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल चिली स्टॉक वाला है, आयन वाला है, विटामिन डी वाला है, या अगर आप योगा सपोजिंग यू आर सेइंग व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन योगा एंड फूड, ठीक है, you are not first doing the research and then generalizing it. No, what you are doing, you are taking a review of literature, you are first looking at what research has been done previously, and then taking that into account, then you are formulating your questionnaire, and you may add one or two questionnaires extra in that to show that you are doing something different. So you are going from general to specific, which means जनरल टू स्पेसिफिक का मतलब होता है डिडक्टिव, एंड स्पेसिफिक टू जनरल, स्पेसिफिक टू जनरल मतलब क्या हो गया. नाउ आई गिव यू एन एग्जांपल बिकॉज आई एम सून गोइंग टू स्टार्ट दैट काइंड ऑफ रिसर्च. फॉर एग्जांपल टिल नाउ देर इज नो रिसर्च बीइंग डन वेदर डेट्स और जैगरी, डेट्स यानी खजूर, जैगरी यानी गुड़, ठीक है, वेदर डेट्स एंड जैगरी कैन एलिविएट द पेन. Okay, no research has been done so far on this. I have searched all kinds of literature, everything, but this is only there in literature. अगर आप Google पे देखोगे तो this is only there in literature that if jaggery or if dates are eaten during menses, okay, it will reduce the pain or it will alleviate the pain depending upon the nutritional status of the girl, of the menstruating girl or the menstruating woman. But it is not only during menstruation. In my clinical practice, I have even seen that if supposing somebody is having a headache for a very very long time, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, okay, and उनका अगर डाइट सही है, सब कुछ सही है, you will not believe this case is very recent that I got, where उनका MRI स्कैन हो गया, MRI हो गया, CT स्कैन हो गया, everything, her all reports were normal. Her even eye number was normal, everything was normal. So when I actually took her entire case history, what happened, I just asked her to add dates to her schedule every day, 5 dates, and within a period of 10 days her pain just went away. So and this is not only for headache, it is even for menstrual problem, any kind of pain anywhere in the body, it works. So this will be from specific to general, where I will do a research for probably 15, 20, 30 people, and I will say कि 15, 20, 30 people को ये pain था, and we intervened and we did this kind of approach. We did this will be an experimental approach. So we did this kind of experiment. We told them to take this. They took this, and what was found is किसी में 10 दिन में, किसी में 15 दिन में, किसी में 1 महीने में, the pain just vanished away. So this will be then I will generalize that if in 15 people or 20 people this can happen, then it can happen in the entire population. So did you understand the difference between general approach from general to specific and specific to general? Did you get the differentiation between them? Okay, right. So जो जनरल से स्पेसिफिक अप्रोच होती है उसको हम डिडक्टिव अप्रोच बोलते हैं, और जब स्पेसिफिक से जनरल अप्रोच होती है उसको हम इंडक्टिव अप्रोच बोलते हैं. करेक्ट? सो मेक अ नोट ऑफ दिस, एंड एनीवेज आई विल बी ऑल्सो शेयरिंग द ऑडियो व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, so you can again hear from there, you can again make a note, but the reason I'm asking you to make notes now is in case you have difficulty, so you can ask me on this session itself. Okay, तो फर्स्ट एंड फोरमोस्ट व्हाट आई सेड, अब हम एम ऑब्जेक्टिव लिखेंगे, बट व्हाट इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इज व्हाई डिड वी डू दिस थीसिस, व्हाट मोटिवेटेड अस टू डू दिस थीसिस. Then second what comes is methodology. So first is quantitative or qualitative, then what was the approach, and then on what basis did you select the data, whether it was random sampling, whether it was stratified sampling, whether it was a longitudinal study, whether it was an experimental study, whether it was cross sectional study. वो आपको अपने हिसाब से देखना है, बिकॉज इट डिपेंड्स. यू कैन से दैट आई वाज गोइंग टुवर्ड्स रैंडम सैम्पलिंग, but I ended up in something else. That is up to you how you are comfortable describing your thesis, because if I have to describe my thesis, I know what I have to say. If I were to tell you, you might probably fumble when you are presenting the thesis, but if you know what your thesis is about, you will definitely not fumble and you will confidently say. Remember, when you are presenting the thesis, your confidence matters, because when you are confident about what you are saying, the examiner will not question you. So I hope methodology and why the thesis is important, these two are very clear to you guys, right? Right. Now, after methodology, what comes is your result and discussion. Now, result and discussion, see, generally you may have 15, 20, 30, 40 questions. Okay? But ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपको सारे ही questions डालने हैं. You need to remember what are the most important questions and probably differentiating questions from the review of literature. Okay? तो थोड़ा अलग क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे मतलब, बट दे शुड बी इम्पॉर्टेंट एज वेल. नाउ लेट मी शेयर अ कपल ऑफ एग्जाम्पल्स. This example I remember because a student just about before 15-20 minutes before starting the session, she called me and I was discussing with her what questions to put. So this was on vitamin D and calcium. Now everybody knows कि vitamin D का level क्या होना चाहिए, calcium का level क्या होना चाहिए, calcium is important to our body. So just putting these general questions doesn't matter. So I told her, put questions like, for example, what time should we expose ourselves to sunlight for taking proper vitamin D? How should we expose ourselves to sunlight? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आज हमको अपने आप को सनलाइट लेने के लिए, सो दैट सनलाइट कन्वर्ट्स वाइटामिन डी टू अस, इफ वी हैव टू एक्सपोज आवरसेल्व्स, वी कैन नॉट गो वेल सूटेड, वेल ड्रेस्ड इनटू द सन. कैन वी? आई एम श्योर एवरीबडी विल से नो, right? So we have to be in extremely thin clothes, and it should not be black, yellow, dark green. It should be white colored, because white color can absorb sunlight, can help absorb sunlight in our from our skin. So it has to be very extremely thin. Secondly, how? For example, how we have seen foreigners lying on the beach, haven't we? So are they thickly dressed when they lie on the beach? No, they are just wearing the essential clothes, that's it. And we see that their body is shining. So does it mean that because they are fair they are shining? No. Why are they shining? Because they have applied oil. So I'll come to the explanation of all this. I'm just telling you what are the kind of questions I've asked you to put there. Okay. Then can children be exposed from okay, so what is the appropriate time for you to get exposed? Is it early morning? Because many people believe that it is early morning. Is it early morning, 10 to 4, evening time, what time? Okay. Can children be exposed at the same time when, okay guys, put yourself on mute because there's a little disturbance. Right. So can you even expose the kids to the same time when adults are getting exposed? Yes or no? Means these are the different kind of questions. Now I will give you an explanation. And next question, generally people think, okay, if I apply sunscreen, I can probably sit in the sun. So first and foremost, if you're sitting in the sun and applying a sunscreen, will the sunscreen not block the sun rays? Will you be able to absorb the sunlight? The answer is no. Secondly, if you're well suited, booted, will the sun rays reach your skin? The answer is no, because you have to lie down like that. We know that vitamin D is fat soluble. So if you lie down on the, even say if you are you are wearing only the minimum clothes, you are lying down at the right time, but you have not applied oil. So will the sun rays get converted into the body? Even if there is cholesterol, it would be partially yes, partially no. Okay, things like this. What if you are exposing yourself early in the morning? So there are different literatures, even the ancient literature, for example, both the literatures, they signify the Vedic literature and the modern science. What does the Vedic literature or the ancient science says? That when the sun is on the top of your head, at that time you should expose yourself to sun. So when is the sun at the top of our head? At 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Now we know that in different places or different locations, what is there? That the sun can be on the top of the head, or basically in the middle of the earth when we are getting direct sun rays. It could be at 10 o'clock, it could be at 4 o'clock. These are the time variations. So considering international timing, we say 10 to 4 is the ideal time. Okay, now and because UVB rays are maximum during this time, and UVB rays helps to convert vitamin D from sunlight. That is the reason, there's scientific reason behind it. So everything is supporting it. What if there is a question that can even newborn kids be exposed to this time? So the answer is no. Why the answer is no? Because adults have completely built bones, completely made bones, whereas children's bones are not fully developed. They are soft, they are cartilages. So deep penetration at that point of time could hamper the child's skin. He's very delicate. The child is very delicate. So for the child to be exposed to sun during the early hours is okay, but not for adults. I'm sure we are supposed to basically show questions which are different, which have not been put forth by the previous research. Because what they are expecting is, what have you done different फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस रिसर्च ने भी एक्स प्रूव किया है, आपने भी एक्स प्रूव किया, तो कोई मतलब नहीं होता. इज दिस पॉइंट अंडरस्टूड? Right? So even if you have 25 questions, 30 questions, do not put graph for all of them. You could speak it out. You could talk about it. Okay? But what is very important is that what you are doing different. Now in this, under the result and discussion, what also matters is, first is what kind of population you are talking about. Population in the sense whether it is male, female. ठीक है. Then secondly, whether it is middle class, upper class, or lower middle class or BPL. Why? Because that will, for example, if अगर हम vitamin D और calcium की ही बात करते हैं, अगर if the examiner asks you, why didn't you get them tested, okay, for you to have a better thesis. Now you can always say, ma'am, they belong to a middle class or a lower middle class, and they don't have that kind of money. Okay, but then the examiner will tell you, आपने तो ये अपने thesis में नहीं डाला. So what you're supposed to put first is what is the kind of gender that you are looking at. Secondly, what is the age group you are looking at, because when you are talking about the age group, you are supposed to keep ready the data yourself, the data with you. For example, अगर आप आयरन के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, विटामिन डी के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, कैल्शियम के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, किसी भी चीज़ के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, तो उसमें कितना उस एज ग्रुप में रिक्वायरमेंट है या रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. अगर आप एक्सेस प्रोटीन के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, सो वी नो जो एक आइडियल मैन या आइडियल वुमेन की डेफिनेशन हमारे न्यूट्रिशन के बुक में भी दी गई है, दैट इज गिवन फ्रॉम बिटवीन द एज ऑफ 20 to 39. What about the people who are from 40 years of age? So this you guys will have to find out कि 40 to 50 के बीच में जाकर how much protein content has to be decreased. When the age group is between 51 to 60, what is the decrease in protein content? If it is related to your thesis, I'm just talking in general what you are supposed to find out, what data you are supposed to keep it ready. It is not necessary to put this data on the slide. Okay? Slide पे वही data होना चाहिए जो important है, जो different है. Next comes review of literature. Okay, now review of literature हमने अपने thesis में किया है, but what about here? How are we to use it here? Here we are supposed to do a comparison between what we have seen in review of literature and what we have done. तो उसमें आप एक टेबल बनाइए जिसमें you will mention, or say on the right hand side or on the left hand side, one table will be distinctive points of my thesis, okay, and points covered in review of literature. So when you are writing like this, you can mention points. What say for example आपने 4 question different किए हैं, mention those 4 questions and put cross that these 4 questions were not covered in review of literature. So what will happen? It will show to the examiner that what different you have done. Secondly, what kabhi agar aap bhool jao, it will remind you, okay, I can talk on this point. But if you have not written, probably it slips out of your mind and you are not able to speak about it. So what happens if you are not able to present it, if you are not able to speak about what different you have done, then you have lost your game there. Is this part understood? Is this part clear? Right? So first thing what we have seen is about the first page, that we know what we are supposed to do, write the same thing what we have written on the first page of our thesis. Second, most important is what motivated me to take this subject. Third, what is important is the methodology you should know. Fourth, what is important is what kind of public or target group you have taken, the gender, the age group, the class of people, the area means urban, semi urban, rural. सपोजिंग आपने अर्बन एरिया में किया है, बट जो आपने ग्रुप लिया, जो रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर लिया है, वो आपने इसका लिया है, सेमी अर्बन का लिया है, 3 टायर सिटी का लिया है, 2 टायर सिटी का लिया है, मेट्रो सिटी का लिया है, विलेज का लिया है. So you can then correlate that the earlier data, the review of literature that I got was done in semi-urban or rural area, and my review of literature is done in urban area. So then you can correlate that whether the urban and the rural area both दोनों का same है या दोनों में difference है. So then you can say that more research needs to be done on rural and urban area. Okay, mix whatever basically तुम्हारा जो है और जो review of literature में है. Secondly, then another question can be asked, like many or most of us have done either 50 or 100. Okay, so a new question can pop up. What question? What is the minimum requirement for minimum requirement of target group for a thesis? So who can tell me? Don't say अरे इग्नोव के गाइड बुक में लिखा है इसलिए हमने 50 लिए या इसलिए हमने 100 लिए हैं. Can you tell me what is the minimum requirement for a thesis? Yes.
150.
No. Do you have the link for it?
No, I read somewhere that if 150 people numbers you then you will get good graph and then you can explain well.
But you need to have a link for that. You need, because जो भी हम बोलेंगे हमें उसका proof दिखाना है. See, we might tell any number, but we need to prove it. We need to give a proof that this is the link where this number is written, and it has to be by the authentic research journals where they write it. So anybody?
So it depends on the type of thesis you are doing.
Right. What kind?
Suppose it is a cluster sample, then the sample may be smaller in size. If it is a cluster small group, like suppose a purposive sampling also requires a small group. But if you are doing random sampling, then maybe or maybe if you are doing some stratified sampling or something, the number may increase.
Could you give a easier definition? Could you give a easier definition for that? Like you take example of your own thesis and you give an easier explanation for that. What you're saying is right, Shuchita, but I just want an easier definition or easier meaning for that.
Like suppose if I am doing my thesis on malnutrition on adolescent girls, right?
No, it was just not on malnutrition of adolescent girls. There was something more to your thesis. In a hostel, exactly. So can you define this? I want you to come to the point. तुमने माल नरिशमेंट लिया, तुमने गर्ल्स का एक एज ग्रुप लिया और तुमने एक पर्टिकुलर हॉस्टल लिया, ठीक है. सो कैन यू कम दैट व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली? ओके, लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. वॉज इट अ कॉमन ग्रुप, वॉज इट अ डिफरेंट ग्रुप? बिकॉज ये लड़कियां जो तुम्हारी थी ये ऑलरेडी 6 महीने से रह रही थी उस हॉस्टल में, ठीक है. So would they be a part of common group or would they be a part of different group?
Different group, definitely.
No, they would be a part of common group because now they had 6 months in common. See, though they came from different cities, they might have come from different villages. Okay, But to improve the nutrition of a person, 6 months is quite good. We can always monitor whether the person is improving or not improving. Right? So now they have become a common group. But otherwise, अगर ये उनको 2-4 दिन ही हुए होते, so then they would have been random sampling.
Okay.
Did you understand? So there are two kinds of groups. One is homogeneous group and one is heterogeneous group. So homogeneous means same kind of group and heterogeneous means completely different. Like for example, अगर आप जो है एक ग्रुप कंसिडर कर रहे हो, ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल, एंड यू आर ट्राइंग टू टारगेट ओनली मेट्रो सिटीज. Okay, you are not trying to target rural area, you are not trying to target semi urban area, so you could this could come under both, but it depends upon how you are presenting yourself. So for example, I could say, okay, for me this is a homogeneous group. Why this is a homogeneous group? Because I am targeting first and foremost only educated people, okay, who have education above 12th standard. Secondly, I am taking only metro cities where proper nutrition is available. Though it is heterogeneous because it is a mix of heterogeneous and homogeneous. Why? Because अगर मैंने 50 लोग मुंबई से लिए, 50 लोग दिल्ली से लिए, 50 लोग चेन्नई से लिए और 50 लोग कोलकाता से लिए, so it is a combination. When I am comparing Mumbai and Delhi, it becomes a heterogeneous group. But if I take say the same study includes metro cities and the same study includes rural area. So metro cities will be one group and rural area will be another group. So metro city will become homogeneous group. Did you understand that part?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is the reason I said कि जो methodology है, I can't define for you. You have to define it for yourself. Like in your case, Shuchita, when she said, okay, you went for random sampling and you ended up in this sampling.
Right.
So that was because you were confident about it. She could not argue with you.
Right.
So any kind of sampling which we are confident about कि हम उसको, because examiner हमारा दिमाग नहीं पढ़ पाएगा, but we have to be confident about what we are speaking, what we are talking. So if we are confident, we have to convince the examiner that ये हमारी methodology है, हमारे दिमाग में ये चीज़ थी. Correct? So methodology हो गई. After methodology, when you have come to result and discussion, only put important questions, because we are getting only 15 minutes to speak. To present, we are not getting more time than that. उसके तो heterogeneous group भी हो गया, methodology भी हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया. Result and discussion में we have put something different, some differentiating questions. After that, what we are doing is we are comparing our review of literature with our current thesis. What is that different we are doing? Okay. Then after this, what you can do is you can say, जैसे हम लोग अपने thesis में recommendations लिखते हैं या limitations लिखते हैं. So in this, what you can definitely write limitations and recommendations. Recommendations may not that what the government should do or what others should do. What we can do as the next step. Like say for example, today one of my student had an exam. So there we told the examiner that our next step is that we are going to जो मैंने आपको dates के बारे में या जैगरी के बारे में research बोला था, that we will be doing this research with those youngster girls who are having painful menstruation, that we'll ask them to take jaggery or dates, and consuming jaggery or dates will and because they are middle class, they definitely cannot afford reports and all, but taking jaggery is a cheap thing. It is not something very expensive. They can always take jaggery, right? They can always take dates. Dates may be expensive, but they can always take dates. So you can say that this is the next step that we are doing. Now here the examiner can ask you, so if you are not satisfied with your thesis, why did you submit your thesis in the first place? So you should we need to remember, एक thesis में केवल एक ही aim हो सकता है. One thesis cannot have multiple aims. So what at this point of time, what you need to reply to the examiner is that, ma'am, I was very much satisfied with my thesis. I attained the objective of my thesis, but I want to take it to the next level, and hence I have put up this proposal that this is what next I am going to do for my target group. This is what next I am going to contribute to the society. Did everybody understand on this? Right? So what this will show is that this will show that how much knowledgeable you are, how what this you have, the kind of motivation you have for your profession, and what you are ready to do for your target group, जिनको आपने इंटरव्यू किया, जिनका आपने इतना probably you have taken their time and everything, what you want to do further, how you want to help them ahead. So now I'm opening the opening for questions. Whatever questions you have, you can ask me. Yes, go ahead, Sneha.
You told that inductive research is what inductive research means general to specific.
No, inductive is specific to general.
But in the book it is given that inductive or predicting is the kind of study we don't begin with the study, instead we collect data and then
Correct. That is what. We don't begin with theory. Don't begin with theory means we don't begin with review of literature in inductive. So we collect the data. Okay, मतलब हम specific पे जाते हैं. मैंने किसी की बीमारी ठीक की. Okay, then I generalize it. I say मेरे 10 लोगों में ये हो रहा है, तो probably पूरे population में ये होगा.
Okay, so mine will be deductive instead.
Yes, mostly everybody's is deductive because हमने सबने review of literature लेके किया है और उसके बाद में हमने questionnaire किया है. Did you understand? Even if you have any doubts in the book language, you can ask me. See how Sneha asked. She bought the book out. She read out the sentence because she had a doubt. You ask your doubts because आज अगर आप doubt नहीं पूछोगे और अगर आप एग्जामिनर के सामने फंबल होगे तो it will be your marks that will get deducted. Go ahead. या विधा, कौन पूछ रहा है? रत्ना या विधा, कौन पूछ रहा है? Vida?
I want to ask.
Okay, Vida, go ahead. Let Vida ask ya first.
Okay, ma'am, मैंने sampling में I have marked my sampling as a purposive sampling. I
Right.
have purpose that this women have particular pre and post menopausal women have particular, so all voluntary sampling था, voluntary involvement था.
Correct.
So is it proper, right? I can explain about it. If I am confident about it, then I can explain.
Exactly. If you are confident about your methodology, then only you have to tell. Because अगर मैं आपको बोलूँगी कि नहीं विदा ये आपका रैंडम सैम्पलिंग था, ये आपका ऐसा, बट आप कॉन्फिडेंट ही नहीं होगे बोलते समय, तो आप कैसे उसको एक्सप्लेन करोगे? सो यू हैव टू बी कॉन्फिडेंट कि तुमने किस व्हाट वाज द आइडियोलॉजी बिहाइंड व्हाट व्हाई यू आर सेइंग इट पर्पसिव और व्हाई यू आर सेइंग इट दिस वे.
And if examiner will ask that no, this is this type of sampling, then I will
No,
insist.
नहीं, you will insist, but you will have to explain the difference. अगर एग्जामिनर बोलती है कि नहीं मुझे तो लगता है आपका पर्पसिव नहीं है, मुझे तो लगता है आपका XYZ है, तो आपको उसके बीच में डिफरेंस पता होना चाहिए. दैट इज द रीजन आई सेड दैट यू शुड हैव नॉलेज अबाउट ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ मेथोडोलॉजीज दैट इज देयर इन द गाइड.
Okay, ma'am.
Did you understand? You should, अगर आपको नहीं समझ में, what you do is take up a methodology, argue, stand in front of the mirror, argue with yourself कि नहीं इसमें ऐसा है बट मेरा ऐसा ही है. Then take the other methodology, इसमें ऐसा है, इसमें ऐसा ही है. So start arguing with yourself. Think जो मिरर में है वो एग्जामिनर है, आप उसके साथ आर्ग्यू कर रहे हो. Because when you see, you cannot argue better than with yourself. ठीक है, जो दूसरा है उसको तो हम लोग मार के भगा सकते हैं. So it becomes very difficult for us to argue with our own self. So if you can argue with your own self, or if you can convince your own self, you can definitely convince the examiner.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it?
Thank you.
God bless you, dear. Yes, Ratna, go ahead.
Ma'am, the aim of my study is to understand the role of vitamin C in infectious disease among the people living in Mumbai and its suburbs.
Correct.
Okay, ma'am. So here I am targeting the situation, ma'am. I'm not targeting the people. So it will be a qualitative research, ma'am.
No. You are okay. Now it depends. What are you targeting here? Supposing you are just bringing awareness on the qualities of vitamin C, what vitamin C can do. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then it becomes qualitative.
Correct.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
ma'am, here I have taken around, say, the sample size of 60 people. Okay, but the thing I am targeting, I am precising about the role of vitamin C to treat the infection or say COVID. So basically, I am targeting the situation, na ma'am, not the
Correct.
people.
So you have to convince. Now for example, if I am the examiner, I can say नहीं रत्ना तुमने तो 60 लोग लिए तो ये qualitative कैसे हो गया? So you should be confident enough to say, ma'am, though I have taken 60 people,
Yeah.
but here I am targeting my target is to make people aware about the qualities of vitamin C, make people aware about vitamin C rich foods. So this is and what vitamin C can do for people.
Yes, ma'am.
So it becomes so for me this is a qualitative research.
Yes, ma'am. Got it. Ma'am.
Okay.
Because I was confused in this only because my thesis is not quantifiable. So I was thinking I am precisely putting points on the awareness. So it will be a qualitative research.
Now it depends कि तुमने अपने thesis में क्या डाला है.
Ma'am, I have put about the question about the role of vitamin C, like
Correct. Exactly.
and all related to that. I'm not putting any number of people or like the whether they have given correct answer or what. Nothing like that, like which I can quantify. It's just the awareness, the level of knowledge.
No, but then you have said that you have taken 60 people.
But that is a stratified sampling.
Correct, exactly. No, I'm not saying anything on that, but you should be confident about
Yes.
what you are doing.
Yes.
ठीक है. So now you should also find out कि अगर हम qualitative analysis कर रहे हैं तो उसमें कितना sampling होना चाहिए. Now yours is actually not qualitative completely, it is a mix of qualitative and quantitative.
Yes.
तुम्हारा दोनों ही mix है. So you
Yes.
need to talk about it that here and again here what you need to show is कि पहले रिसर्च में क्या हुआ था और अब के रिसर्च में क्या तुमने डिफरेंट किया है. Okay, now when there could be another question that what have you done to make people aware about, what was the action plan that you have done. So you can see now everybody is going to answer the same thing, कि हमने तो कोरोना था तो हमने तो ये किया नहीं, हमने वो किया नहीं. Okay, so what you guys are supposed to answer is one thing that you can say is that जो हमने ये डेवलप किया, क्वेश्चनर डेवलप किया, we made it into a quiz. Okay, so when they answered back, what they did was whenever if they answered anything wrong, they got the correct answer to that. So this was one way that we told them that ये आपका ये 1-2 points wrong है, बाकी आपके सारे points ठीक है, and this is the rectified answer. So this is what one thing we did. Okay, second thing what we did is we tried to take webinars. Okay, but we did not get a very good response because when people were home, they were not actually home. The reason was because they were even working for that. They were doing work from home, and definitely when there were no maids or nothing on the scenario, so they had to do double work. They were doing office work, they were handling their entire family, plus they were even doing homework also. Okay, so they actually didn't have time to attend webinars or anything. Hence education was a little bit difficult to do for these people.
Yes.
Okay, and people who have done for offices or gyms or for other places, what they can additionally answer is that when जिन्होंने मतलब कोरोना पीरियड के पहले किया है, what they can answer is, see we all of us, I have made everybody put in the questionnaire, what I have made put that हमने एक medical disclaimer डाला है that the data will not be shared with anybody and it will be only shared with the examiner for the purpose of the verification. This disclaimer I have made each and every one of you put in your thesis. So what you can also say is, for example, when Shuchita has done, so she has done it for a hostel, so she didn't get access to the phone numbers of the students. She just got the permission from the management of the hostel to do it for the children. ओके तो जिसने अगर ऑफिस के लिए किया है या जिसने अगर जिम के लिए किया, किसी ने अगर इंस्टीट्यूशन के लिए किया है फॉर 60, 70, 80 पीपल, से द इंस्टीट्यूशन टोल्ड अस दैट यू कैन डू इट, बट वी विल नॉट गिव यू एक्सेस टू एनी ऑफ देयर फोन नंबर्स. ओके, सो बिकॉज एवरीबडी सेइंग कि हमने वेबिनार करने का कोशिश किया, इट विल बिकम द सेम आंसर. सो व्हाट आई वांट इज, अगर आपने इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे किया है, इंडिविजुअल लोगों को लेकर किया, इट्स फाइन. बट अगर आपने कुछ लोगों के लिए किया है जो इंस्टीट्यूशन से इन्वॉल्व है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल वन ऑफ माई स्टूडेंट, शी इज डन फॉर 5 योगा इंस्टीट्यूट्स. Okay, so she can very well answer that I have gone to those institutes and I have taken this data, but they have not given me access to any of the clients' numbers. Hence, I couldn't do it because their clientage was at home during the corona time. So, but definitely, I plan to take this ahead when everything is normal or when they permit me to do so. Is this point clear? कि हमें क्या बोलना है, हमने क्यों, and say it outright. Don't wait, or if you want to wait for the examiner to ask, it is fine, but these are the kind of different replies that you should be giving it to them, which should convince them.
हेलो मैम,
Yeah, go ahead.
मेरा ये है pregnancy.
क्या है?
So what should I teenage pregnancy? What is the effect of teenage pregnancy on health and reproduction?
नहीं, थोड़ा डिस्टर्बेंस आ रहा है. स्वाति, एक मिनट तुम्हारा ऑफ करो. हाँ,
Effect of pregnancy on nutrition and health effects.
between 18 to 20 16 to 18 years ना, वो हट्स वाला BPL लोगों का.
Male below 18, that is adolescent girl.
करेक्ट.
हाँ, तो उसमें नेक्स्ट लेवल तो क्या मतलब हो सकता है इसमें रिकमेंडेशन?
नहीं, उसमें क्या जस्ट टाइप योर क्वेश्चन.
मैम, उसमें एडोलेसेंट गर्ल के लिए नेक्स्ट लेवल क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट हो सकता है?
ओके, सो व्हाट यू कैन से इज लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल तुमने लिया है 16 to 18 years ऑफ एज का जब वो प्रेग्नेंट हो जाती हैं, ठीक है. सो व्हाट यू कैन से इज दैट दिस एंड तुमने 1-to-1 लिया है. ओके, सो यू कैन से दैट दिस इज व्हाट आई हैड डन ड्यूरिंग दिस टाइम. ओके, मैंने ये कोरोना से पहले लिया है and I took time to compile the entire data, but by the time I compiled the entire data it was corona time. Now what next I have to do? I will be preparing, I will be making इसमें तुम you can put some of the government schemes also. What you can say is कि why do we need to understand why do poor people they get their daughters married at an early age? Because it is difficult, because they are financially low, it is difficult for them to survive. So what I'm trying to do with these ladies or with these young girls is, first and foremost, I will try and because their education is 0 level or they have just studied till 3rd or 4th standard, so I will try and get them if they are not doing any work at the moment. First and foremost, I will ask what kind of work they need, whether they need a job, whether they want to study or what they want. Now, if they want to do a job, we can put them to training under I think the name of the scheme is Kaushal Vikas Yojana, which the government has started. Okay, under that scheme, they give free training to the ladies, and they will be able to support their family. And then I will tell them that they should not be getting their daughters. I will be conducting lectures for them. That जो आपके साथ हुआ, I will be talking to them and I will bring to their knowledge in front of their वो बोलते ना आंखों के सामने कुछ सच्चाई लाना. Basically something is at the back of the head, but we need to bring forth in front of their eyes. We need to make them realize. I will make them realize that what you went through, your child should not go through. If you are getting married at an early age, you become weak. If you are weak, your child is weaker. Okay. So I will probably monitor that. I will help them get admitted to Kaushal Vikas Yojana so that they start earning and they don't repeat this thing because of lack of finances. They don't get they don't meet out the same treatment to their own daughters. So like this you can do a combination of things. I will do awareness programs with them. I मतलब कोई 3-4 चीजें तुम बता सकती हो उसमें.
Okay, one day as a purpose sample, so उसमें general specific.
Everything 99% of every one of you is general to specific. Because हमने पहले review of literature लिया है, उसमें study किया है, and what they have done, what they have not done, and then we have taken the prepared the questionnaire and we have targeted the people.
Okay.
So 99 of you, unless and until some research has completely not been done, you are trying to do a new research, so you take 10 people, 12 people, and then you do a research and then you generalize it, that will be inductive.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Yeah, go ahead.
मैम मेरा डायबिटिक का है eating habits in diabetic people, so what kind of different question can I put in that?
No, you cannot put in any different questions, but how you can present it. Okay, I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you, Renuka. Okay, now what has happened in your case is, see, what the examiner asked you कि आपने शुगर के बारे में तो कुछ डाला ही नहीं, ठीक है, एंड व्हाट ऑन द अदर हैंड दे से दैट ये तो सबको पता है. सो व्हाट यू शुड बी रिप्लाइंग ऑन दिस इज कि मैम शुगर जो डायबिटीज़ होती है, ओके, डायबिटीज़ को हिंदी में या लोकल लैंग्वेज में शक्कर की बीमारी भी बोला जाता है. ओके, so putting a common question doesn't make sense because everybody puts that common question and everybody knows that. Now what I have tried to do is I have tried to put forth different other foods that can initiate diabetes or that can increase diabetes. So जो questions तुमने डाले हैं, you show that those questions have not been put in the previous researches which you have put in, okay, and उसको physiologically या उसको pathologically relate करो. Like for example, let me share one more example with you, especially for I think there are 2 or 3 students. रेणुका जरा अपना म्यूट पे करना बिकॉज आवाज़ आ रही है.
Yeah ma'am.
हाँ, so there are 2 or 3 students who are doing research on postmenopausal women. Now of course the topic is completely different. One is doing through yoga, one is doing through on osteoporosis, one is having a different topic, but इसमें what is the common thing? Then the common thing is that अगर हम चाहे कैल्शियम ले या वेट गेन ले, whatever we take, what the common thing here is that right from premenopausal stage, the premenopausal stage, it starts around say it starts around the age of 45-50 years. ओके, किसी में 40 में भी शुरू हो जाता है, किसी में 45-50 में भी शुरू होता है. So when the premenopausal stage is starting, the estrogen level in females, they start decreasing. This is a physiological thing. It is common. It is nothing pathological. So we need to correlate with what the physiology is. So when and what is the component in estrogen? The component in estrogen is estradiol. So when this estradiol it starts falling, 2-3 things happen. One is calcium level immediately falls. So if females do not maintain their calcium level, what will happen? When estradiol is decreasing, calcium level falls more and your bones start becoming weak. Even vitamin D levels falls at that time. So if you are not maintaining your vitamin D level during premenopausal phase, and definitely it increases with peri and postmenopausal phase, that your calcium and vitamin D levels start falling. And what happens, that is the reason we find osteoporosis is much more in women than in men. Much more women die of hip fractures in India than men. Why? Because of this reason the levels fall immediately. Also when the estrogen or the estradiol level falls, what happens? Their metabolism decreases, there is weight gain, and definitely when a woman stops losing blood as well. Okay, so because of estradiol fall, there is risk of other diseases, metabolism falls, and we continue to take the same calories. Definitely those calories become extra and we are more prone to getting diseases like diabetes, heart attacks, and kidney problems and all those diseases. So whatever we are talking, if we relate it to the physiology, because we know even anatomy and physiology is a part of our course, correct? So if we can relate it to the physiology of our body, it will add value to your thesis. So if anybody is saying, अरे तुमने तो ये क्वेश्चन डाला ही नहीं, so just take it कि ये सोचो कि कोई मजाक कर रहा है, और but you should be confident. Just don't say कि डॉक्टर विदुषी ने बोल दिया या मेरी गाइड ने बोल दिया इसलिए मैं ऐसे बोल रही हूँ. भैया उधर मेरी वो हो जाएगी ऐसे मत बोलना, you have to say that you have to relate it to the in the scientific way that why it is like that. या जैसे मैंने रेणुका तुमको बताया कि इसको शक्कर की बीमारी भी बोलते हैं. So everybody knows that this happens because of sugar. So this is a very common question and everybody definitely avoids sugar, but they do not know that sugar is present in processed foods. Sugar is present. Many of the people they drink soft drinks. They may be knowing, but then it is at the back of their mind. So we have to bring these realities to the front of their mind. They do not know how much sugar or salt is there in the processed food. So एक दो processed food का detail निकाल के रखो कि इसमें इतना है. So when I was doing this thesis in the clinic, again I don't have access to their numbers. Why? Because of medical disclaimer that we cannot access the numbers or we cannot access the details. We can just go there and do our project and come back. Simple. Did you understand, Renuka?
Yeah, ma'am, I understand.
ठीक है कि हमारे पास आज उन्होंने पूछा कि तुमने आगे क्या किया, तो यू कैन से दैट मैम आगे मुझे करना है बट आई डोंट हैव एक्सेस टू देयर नंबर्स और आई डोंट हैव एक्सेस टू देयर ईमेल आईडीज for a simple reason being that there is a medical disclaimer that every doctor, every clinic has to follow, and they can't share their patient's number with us, they can't share their patient's detail with us.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Right? Any other question? With regards to your thesis, yeah. Any other question? Yes, Neha, go ahead.
No question. I just wanted to share this with everyone.
Okay. Before we leave, I'll let everybody leave and then I'll help you out with your screen. Anybody with a question? Anybody else?
मैम.
Yeah.
मैंने फर्स्ट स्लाइड आपने नहीं लिखी वही वो बोला ना, मैंने वही किया था. तो आपको ये टाइटल फर्स्ट लिखने का फर्स्ट स्लाइड.
हाँ.
फर्स्ट क्या?
फर्स्ट स्लाइड में तुम्हारा टाइटल आएगा तो कि तुमने ये पार्शियल कंप्लीशन इग्नोर के लिए किया है, वो आएगा जो हमने थीसिस के फर्स्ट पेज पे किया है. सी व्हेनेवर टू स्पेशली टू न्यू स्टूडेंट्स व्हेन आई एम सेंडिंग, आई फर्स्ट स्टार्ट राइट फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट पेज व्हाट यू हैव टू कंप्लीट. तो मैंने आपको कुछ 10 लाइन भेजी हैं फर्स्ट पेज पे लिखने के लिए.
अच्छा, नेम इग्नो वो सब.
Correct, exactly. Your enrollment number, your guide's name, everything has to come.
Okay, then the next slide will be the title, only the title.
Your aim, नहीं next. अरे टाइटल तो फर्स्ट स्लाइड पे आ गया, तो बार बार टाइटल क्यों लिखना है?
Okay, next slide.
I will share, if you have joined late, I will share the audio so you can go through it.
Okay.
What else? Any other questions that people have?
Ma'am,
Yes, Vida, tell me.
my question is not related to this thesis and this. My question is related to that during it is just a normal question that during this Google Meet when I share my slide,
हाँ.
just only audio will come.
नहीं स्लाइड भी आएगी एंड तुम्हारी शक्ल भी दिखाई देगी, सब कुछ आएगा, बिकॉज दे नीड टू सी दैट यू आर प्रेजेंटिंग और समबडी एल्स इज प्रेजेंटिंग. और वो वीडियो बाकायदा रिकॉर्ड करते हैं और वो वीडियो देन दे सबमिट इट टू द स्टूडेंट्स डिपार्टमेंट इन दिल्ली.
Okay, so is it they have to do in another mobile or something from another device? We have to log in and दोनों में से start करना है. From one we can record the video and from other we can show the slide.
Shuchita, you share your experience because Sneha, share your experience because
Can I share it now?
yeah, do it now and just show it to them how it is done, because मैंने कभी Google Meet से presentation share नहीं किया है, so I am not aware about it, to be very honest.
Can you see? Can you see?
Yeah, Sneha is doing it.
Can you see?
No.
No, right now we can't see it, Sneha.
Very good. Now?
No, not so far.
Ma'am, the three dots are there, giving there. When we go there, then there is an option, share screen. So we have to click on that, and within 2-3 minutes, we have to share our slides.
Correct. हाँ, रेणुका तुमने भी तो किया है ना? हाँ.
Yeah, ma'am.
Wait, I share.
Yeah. Yes, we can see the slide, but we can't see you.
No, but it happens in Google Meet because there is a line that comes that video will be off when you share your screen.
No, but then you have to show yourself also. So probably because I could see when they were sharing their presentation, be it Renuka or Shuchita, I could see their face as well. And you have to show your face while presenting.
I made a dummy presentation also. No? In that also, when I went off from my presentation, I can see this guys can see after explanation. While explanation, they can't see me because there is no option like Zoom in the Google presentation.
Okay, so Renuka or Shuchita, do you did you log in from 2 devices or something?
हाँ मैम, सिंगल डिवाइस।
सिंगल डिवाइस, हाँ तो ठीक है, तो जो भी सिंगल डिवाइस से होगा वो चलेगा।
मैम नीचे ऑप्शन है ना, एक तो हमारा जो कैमरा है, स्पीकर है, उसके सामने जो 3 डॉट्स है ना, वो
हाँ।
3 डॉट्स पे क्लिक करना है, वहाँ पे हमें 4-5 ऑप्शन मिलेंगे,
हाँ।
वहाँ पे स्क्रीन शेयर लिखा हुआ है, उसको क्लिक करना है।
अभी दिख रहा है ना मेरा स्क्रीन?
हाँ, स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है।
प्रेजेंटेशन दिखाई दे रहा है ना?
करेक्ट।
तो मीन्स इट इज द करेक्ट।
हाँ।
Hello. If you're logging from the phone, then you cannot be seen. But if you're logging from your PC or laptop, you will be seen. Like your face can be seen. At the same time, presentation will be seen.
But I am allowed
Okay.
to mobile.
That's okay. They allow from the mobile as well.
No ma'am, but I think from mobile they won't be able to share both the screen. They have to present from the laptop only.
नहीं, बट कई लोगों ने मोबाइल से भी प्रेजेंट किया है।
Okay.
What happens in laptop ना कि जो अपना ये मोबाइल पे भी फाइल कर सकते हैं ना, वो फास्ट होता है। लैपटॉप पे भी वो फाइल ढूंढ के अपलोड करने में टाइम जाता है।
See, that depends upon, that is individual choice कि तुम लोग को कैसे प्रेजेंट करना है।